Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my second lesson of D2 chapter number 5 exercise 5a, that is about solving quadratic equation by factorization. Before going to the lesson, there are some key terms that we have to understand, that what does the word solve or solution or roots mean, and what are the methods of solution of quadratic equation. We can solve any quadratic equation by hit and trial method or factorization by algebraic identities. Before solving the question, it is really important to understand that which question can be solved by which technique. Let's move to question number 2, basic level, that says solve each of the following equations. Solve means that we have to find the values of unknowns of this question. If you look at the question, we cannot apply hit and trial method here or factorization by algebraic identities because the question is already given in factorized form. In order to solve this question, we just have to apply either k minus 4 equals to 0 or k minus 9 equals to 0. This will give me, in order to get value of k, I have to shift this constant to other side, and same for the second part. So what I will be doing, I will shift this 4 to other side, and this will give me k equals to 4 or k equals to 9. These are the two solutions of this question. Let's move to the second part of the question. Second part is m minus 3 into m plus 5 equals to 0. To solve this equation, what I will be doing, I will equate either m minus 3 equals to 0 or m plus 5 equals to 0. Now, in order to get value of the variable or to solve the equation or to get the roots, I always have to shift the constant to other side, and this will give me m equals to 3 or m equals to minus 5. These are the two solutions of this equation. Let's move to the C part of the question. C part is n plus 4 multiplied by n minus 11 equals to 0. Either n plus 4 will be equal to 0 or n minus 11 equals to 0. In order to get the value of the variable, I have to shift this constant 4 and 11 to other side. So what we will be having in the next step, n equals to minus 4 or n equals to 11. Very easy questions. You can easily understand these questions. Let's move to D part of the question. D part of the question is p plus 1 multiplied by p plus 2 equals to 0. To solve this equation, either I will equate either p plus 1 equals to 0 or p plus 2 equals to 0. In order to get the value of the variable or to find the roots or solution of this equation, I have to shift the constants to other side, and this will give me p equals to minus 1 or p equals to minus 2. So easy, so simple. Let's move to E part of the question. 7q minus 6 multiplied by 4q minus 5 equals to 0. Now either 7q minus 6 equals to 0 or 4q minus 5 equals to 0. Now in order to solve this equation or to get the value of the variable, I first have to shift constant to other side, and it will take the form 7q equals to 6. 7q equals to 6. Now this q is multiplied with this 7. I need the value of positive q, and I have to shift this 7 to other side. So my next step will be that I have to shift 7 to other side, and this will become q equals to 6 by 7 or 4q equals to 5 or q equals to 5 by 4. 5 by 4. Here the numerator is larger than the denominator. So I have to give my answer in form of the mixed number, and this will be 1 whole 1 by 4. So the two roots of this equation are q equals to 6 by 7 and q equals to 1 whole 1 by 4. Let's move to the next part of the question. Next part of the question is 3r minus 5 into 2r plus 1 equals to 0. Apply either or condition. Either 3r minus 5 equals to 0, 3r minus 5 equals to 0, or 2r plus 1 equals to 0. Now, in order to get value of the variable, I have to shift this constant minus 5 to other side and 1 to other side. Now, in the next step, I will have 3r equals to 5. I need the coefficient of the variable positive 1. So I have to shift this 3, which is multiplied by this variable, to other side. So it will become r equals to 5 by 3. So here the numerator is larger than the denominator. So I have to give my answer in mixed number. And 5 by 3 is 1 whole 2 by 3. 3 ones are 3 plus 2. Yes. 5 by 3. Or 1 whole 2 by 3. Coming to the other part, it will give me 2r equals to minus 1, or r equals to minus 1 by 2. So the two solutions or roots of this equation are r equals to 1 whole 2 by 3 and r equals to minus 1 by 2. Coming to the next part, that is 5s plus 3 into 2 minus s equals to 0. Very easy questions. The questions are already given in the factorized form. Either 5s plus 3 equals to 0, or 2 minus s equals to 0. From the first equation, in order to get value of s, I will shift 3 to other side, and from the second equation, I will preferably shift constant to other side. It will take the form 5s equals to minus 3, s equals to minus 3 by 5. Here the numerator is lesser than the denominator, so we will be keeping answer as it is. Or this is minus s equals to minus 2. I need the value of the variable positive. Here s has the negative sign, so I have to make it positive. I have to shift it on the other side. So I will cancel the sign from both sides, and it will take the form s equals to 2. So the two roots of this equation are s equals to minus 3 by 5 and s equals to 2. Very easy questions. I hope you can understand these questions easily. Coming to the next part, that says minus 2t minus 5 into 8t minus 5 equals to 0. Apply either or condition. Either minus 2t minus 5 equals to 0, or 8t minus 5 equals to 0. In order to get value of the variable or to solve this equation, I first have to shift the constant to other side by changing the sign. By applying basic rules of mathematics, it will take the form minus 2t equals to positive 5. Now, as the coefficient of t is minus 2, so what I have to do, I have to shift this minus 2 to other side to make the coefficient of t positive, and it will take the form t equals to minus 5 by 2. The numerator is larger than the denominator, so I have to turn my answer in form of the mixed number, and it will take the form t equals to minus 2 whole 1 by 2. Coming to the second part, that says 8t minus 5 equals to 0. First shift 5 to other side. This will give me 8t equals to 5, or shift this 8 to other side. As this is multiplied with t, so when it will be moved to other side, it will become in the denominator of 5, t equals to 5 by 8. So the two roots or two solutions of this equation are t equals to minus 2 whole 1 by 2 and t equals to 5 by 8. Moving to the last part of the question, it says x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 equals to 0. Apply either our condition, either x minus 2 equals to 0 or x plus 3 equals to 0. Solution means to find the value of the variable. So we always have to shift the constant to other side. Shift constant to other side. So from the first equation, when I will be shifting constant, which is minus 2 to other side, it will become x equals to 2 or x equals to minus 3. So the two solutions of this equation are x equals to 2 or minus 3. I hope you are clear about this question. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get the notification of every next lesson in time. Thank you very much.